What is up, guys? Emmanuel Jones here with another NFL record prediction. And this time we'll be doing our NFL record prediction for the Philadelphia Eagles in 2022. Give you my game by game analysis, give you my thoughts and to see how many games I think the Eagles will win and see which games I think the Eagles are going to lose. So before I give you my record prediction for the EAGLES Eagles for the 2022 schedule record prediction. Don't forget to put the thumbs up to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more options. And don't forget to comment down your opinion below to see what you think your prediction for the Philadelphia Eagles is. Do you think the Eagles are going to make the playoffs? Do you think they're going to win the division? Do you think they're going to miss out on the playoffs and be bad? Just let me know what you think your prediction for the Eagles is. Well, all right, guys, let's get started. So, week 1, they have to play at home versus the Detroit Lions. Obviously, this game right here can definitely go either way, but you know what? We could definitely see the Lions. I mean, I feel like this game right here can be super close. I mean, I kind of feel like the Lions are going to be better than people think. But you know what? The Lions have a lot of receivers, which their receiving core really improved this offseason. But we can really see their offense giving their Eagles defense some tons of issues, though, because Eagles defense is really not great at stopping anybody. But you know what? I feel like this game right here is going to be a little bit closer than people expected. Now, the Lions can definitely pull off an upset since it's in Detroit, but I'm going to go with the Eagles here because I just kind of feel like the Eagles are just the more complete team. And also, they have their coaching is better. And I just think they have the better quarterback. Look, I just feel like Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Jared Goff. So, yeah. And I just kind of feel like A.J. Brown and Dallas Goedert and Devonta Smith is probably going to be too much for the secondary of the Lions to handle. So, yeah. And also, the Eagles have a great defensive line. And I think they'll find a way to, disrupt the run game. And they can give Jared Goff a tough time. So, yeah. And I just think their secondary finds a way to, contain their passing game and all that. So, yeah, that's why I think the Eagles win this game. All right, next game, week 2, they got to play at home versus the Minnesota Vikings. Now, this is on a Monday night game. Now, this game is really interesting, though, which I think it could go either way, though, because I think the Vikings are going to be a good team this year because, they have a new coach. I mean, they have tons of weapons on offense. I mean, offensive line, is okay, but not great. I mean, defensively, they're really good up front, but not in the secondary. But you know what? I feel like this game right here is going to be super close, though, but Vikings can definitely pull this one off, though. But if this game was in Minnesota, I could roll towards the Vikings. But since it's in Philadelphia, I'm going to roll towards the Eagles here because I just kind of think the Eagles are just, I just think A.J. Brown's going to be too much for the Vikings secondary to handle, and I don't think the Vikings are going to have an answer for him. So, yeah. So I think it's going to be more like a high-scoring game. So, yeah. And I think Jalen Hurts, he should be able to at least move the ball and, against Vikings defense, he should be able to move the ball really well against an overrated defense like Minnesota. So, yeah. So I think the Eagles should be able to win this game, but I think it will be close, though. I say they at least win by 3. The next game, week 3, they got to play against the Washington Commanders on the road. Obviously, I got them splitting with the Commanders this year. So, I'm going to say they lose the first game because, I kind of feel like this is the Carson Wentz revenge game. And I think Carson Wentz is going to try to get his revenge on the Eagles. But you know what? I think this Washington offense, I feel like Washington's going to be better than people think because they have a really explosive offense. I mean, with Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuel, Damani Brown, Logan Thomas, yeah. I just kind of feel like that Carson Wentz is going to have a good game here. And I think the weapons they have on offense is going to be too much for your defense. So, yeah. So, I think this game right here is going to be close. But I just think Washington defensive line can find a way to slow down their running game. So, yeah. So I think it will be close, but I think Washington finds a way to win this game. The next game, week 4, they got to play at home versus Jacksonville Jaguars. Now this could be the Doug Peterson revenge game. So yeah, but you know what? It can definitely go either way as well. But you know what? I kind of feel like Jacksonville is gonna be better than people think, but I just don't think Jacksonville has the answers on both sides of the ball to be an elite team. Like I just don't really think Jacksonville's that good. But you know what? I kind of feel like that the weapons they have, and plus they don't really have a tons of weapons on offense, to dice up your defense. So yeah, and especially they don't have a good offensive line. So I think the Eagles D line can give the Jags offensive line a lot of fits. So yeah. And I feel like AJ Brown is gonna have another big game as well. So yeah. Especially Jalen Hurts. I mean, I kind of feel like this could be a potential upset for Jacksonville, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just take the Eagles here because they're at home and they're just a better team. I mean, yeah. And Jalen Hurts should be able to at least run over. Like he should be able to have a good game and find a way to move the ball against a bad defense like Jacksonville. Yeah, but I think it's going to be a little bit closer though than we think. But I think the Eagles find a way to win this game. But I say they at least win by 5 or 6 points. Maybe they win by a touchdown on the last drive. All right, next game, Week 5, they got to play on the road versus the Arizona Cardinals. Obviously, this is another interesting game though. Now this can definitely go either way though, because I believe last time when these two teams played, I think the Cardinals won. But you know what? I kind of feel like Kyler Murray did outplay Jalen Hurts. So yeah. But you know what? I mean, this is a game where I can see Philly win because I kind of feel like they match up well with the Cardinals. I mean, they have a great D line, a great secondary that can cover the Cardinals receivers, and then they do have a great defensive line that can slow down the running game. So yeah. But you know what? If this game was in Philly, I might roll towards the Cardinals. But I mean, if the game was in Philly, I might roll towards the Eagles though. But since it's in Arizona, I'm just gonna take the Cardinals to pull off the upset. Even though I think the Eagles are just a better team, but you know what? I think both these two teams could be similar to each other. Like it don't matter. Like I just think the Cardinals. I just kind of feel like Kyler Murray is gonna put up a show here. And also, I just kind of feel like that the Eagles' defense, I feel like they do struggle against their passing game. So I just feel like DeAndre Hopkins is gonna have a big game, and yeah, I think that the Cardinals' offense is just gonna put the Eagles' defense in a bad position. So yeah, but I think it will be super close. But I think the Cardinals can win this game. Maybe I say they at least win by a field goal, but I don't think it's gonna be a blowout though. But you know what? If they can get up early, then they might blow the Eagles out. So yeah. So that's why I think the Cardinals find a way to win this game. But I say they win by like 3 or 4 points. Now next game, week 6, they gotta play at home versus the Dallas Cowboys. Now this is a Sunday night game. So obviously I got the Eagles winning this game because it's in Philly and they should be able to get their revenge on the Cowboys because the Cowboys swept them twice last year. So yeah, I think the Eagles should be able to beat them, win at home this game. But you know what? I kind of feel like the Cowboys are likely going to take a step back this year because I just really think that their offensive line, because I just really think that the Cowboys' offense, I mean, it's so good, but it's not great. And also, I really think their defense is overrated. So I kind of feel like Jalen Hurts and this Eagles offense, they should be able to have success running the ball against an overrated defense. So yeah, they should be able to move the ball well, and also they have a great defensive line that can really slow down the running game and disrupt Prescott. I mean, they can get pressure, and I think their secondary is good enough to take away their passing game. Maybe they can find a way to take away CeeDee Lamb and all that. So yeah. So that's why I think the Eagles find a way to win this game. And also, I think both these two teams can be similar though. So yeah. But I like to say the Eagles are just a more complete team in this game. So yeah. So you get a bye week 7, and after the bye, you have extra time to prepare and watch film, and then you got to play for your next game, which you got to play at home versus Pittsburgh Steelers. Obviously, this is a game right here that can go either way, though, because I kind of feel like, the Steelers are kind of a bad matchup for the Eagles because the Steelers' defensive line is very strong, but they have tons of weapons that can really move the ball really well. So, yeah, but you know what? I don't know who the quarterback is. Like, I don't really know who's going to be starting at quarterback. Whether it's going to be Mr. Trubisky or Kenny Pickett. I mean, I wouldn't select a rookie on the road because that would be crazy, though. But, I mean, if this game was in Pittsburgh, I might roll towards the Steelers. But you know what? Since this game's in Philly and Pittsburgh's coming to town, I'm taking the Eagles here because I just kind of think the Eagles are just a more complete team. They're more stable at the quarterback position. And they're at home. I mean, yeah. And also, I think their defensive line can find a way to get pressure. I mean, they should be able to get pressure and find a way, to like stopping their running game, especially against a bad offensive line that the Steelers have. And also, I believe their secondary can find a way to like take away the passing game. Maybe they can find a way to take away Deontay Johnson, take away Chase Claypool, and that. I mean, yeah, they'll find a way. But I think it might be a little bit closer than people think. But I think the Eagles find a way to win this game. All right, next game, Week 9, they got to play versus Texans on Thursday night. Obviously, I mean, I always go with the home team on Thursday nights because it's wacky. But you know what? I'm going to take the Eagles here because, I mean, the Texans are just going to be one of the worst teams in the league. I mean, they're a dumpster fire. Like, they don't really have a quarterback. I mean, their coaching is bad. I mean, yeah. I mean, the Eagles, they're just a better team overall. They're more stable at the quarterback position, and they're also have the better coach as well. I mean, that's pretty much why. I mean, there's no question to that. The next game, Week 10, they got to play at home versus the Commanders on Monday night. So, I believe the Eagles are going to split with them. So that they're going to win this game here. I mean, there's no way Washington's going to sweep them twice. I mean, I just kind of feel like the Eagles are going to beat them because here's the thing. I think the Eagles can match up well with the Commanders really good because I think with the Eagles, I think what they proved to me that I think their defense can find a way to like slow down their running game and stop their passing game as well. And I think that I feel like Jalen Hurts. I mean, I just kind of feel like Washington's defense is a little bit overrated, but I think Jalen Hurts should find a way to like pick apart. Like he'll find a way to tear apart Washington defense up against a bad defense. Yeah, because Washington's really not good at stopping the run, and they're really not great at stopping the pass. So AJ Brown should have a good game as well. So yeah, that's why I think the Eagles win this game. Now next game, Week 11, they got to play versus the Colts on the road. Obviously, this game right here can definitely go either way. This game right here is going to be very interesting, though. But you know what? I kind of feel like that both these two teams match up well with each other really good. I mean, if this game was in Philly, I mean, I could definitely go with the Eagles here. Because both these two teams have a great offensive line as well and a great defensive line and a great secondary, though. But you know what? I'm probably just going to go ahead and just take the Colts here because they're at home. They have the better coach. And I just think they're just a better team. And I just think they have a better quarterback. So, yeah, I feel like Matt Ryan's going to have a good game here. So, yeah, and I think their defense can find a way to slow down the run. They can create pressure and, like, force turnovers and all that. And I think their secondary can find a way to contain their passing game. Maybe they can do a good job taking away A.J. Brown. So, yeah, I think it will be close, but I think the Colts find a way to win this game. All right, next game, Week 12, they got to play versus the Packers on Sunday Night Football. Obviously, this is another game that can go either way, though, because the Packers don't really have Devontae Adams, though. So that's going to hurt their team. So that's going to hurt them, like, a lot, but I don't think it's going to hurt them a little bit. At least they got a receiver to replace him. They got Christian Watson, but you also got Sammy Watkins as well. And also, they got a defense that's really good. I mean, yeah, they have a great front seven. I mean, they have a great secondary. I mean, yeah, I mean, I know this game is in Philly though, but I kind of feel like the Eagles can match up well. The Packers really good, but I don't know if they can. But on paper they do. But you know what? Even though this game's in Philly, I mean, I'm still gonna roll with the Packers. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers was not in Green Bay, I mean, I could definitely go towards the Eagles. But since Aaron Rodgers is there, I'm just taking the Packers because I just think the Packers are just a more complete team. They have the better coach and they have the better quarterback. And I believe that Aaron Rodgers, I mean, I feel like he's gonna put up a show here in Philly. So yeah, and also I just think their defense is gonna like cause turnovers for the Eagles and get pressure. And also I think their secondary is very strong, which I think they can contain their passing game. I think they can do a good job taking away AJ Brown and all that. So yeah, I believe their defense will have answers for them. So yeah. But I think it will be close though, but I think the Packers find a way to win this game in a shootout type game. Like a high scoring. Now, next game, Week 13, they got to play at home versus the Tennessee Titans. Now, I believe this could be the A.J. Brown revenge game, though. But I kind of feel like this game can definitely go either way as well. But you know what? The Titans, I mean, I feel like the Titans are going to take a step back this year because, you know, they don't really have a lot of weapons on offense that scare you. As much, you know, they got Derrick Henry, you know, who was the best running back, which he's a stud. Defensive line is really good. I mean, yeah. But you know what? If this game was in Tennessee, I might roll towards the Titans, though. But since it's in Philly, I'm going to take the Eagles here because I just think the Eagles are just a more complete team. They have the better quarterback. They're at home. I mean, the Titans, I mean, I just don't know who the quarterback is going to be. Right? It's going to be Ryan Tannehill or Malik Willis. Like, who knows? I mean, I wouldn't take a rookie quarterback on the road. So, yeah, that's kind of bad, especially against a great defense like Philly. Yeah. So I feel like A.J. Brown should have a good game. I mean, Jalen Hurts, he should find a way to slice and dice the Titans secondary up because it's not really good. So yeah. But I feel like it's gonna be closer than people think it will be. But I think the Eagles can find a way to win this game. All right, next game, they gotta play on the road versus the Giants. You know what? I'm probably gonna say they're gonna sweep the Giants, so I'm gonna say they win the first game, and I say they at least win the last game. Because I just don't know why. I mean, I just kind of feel like the Eagles are just a better team. Like, yeah, I mean, last year they swept them. Wait, I don't really remember last time. Wait, did they sweep them last year? Wait, no, actually, I think the Giants beat them once last year. Oh, yeah, the Giants beat them once last year. So, yeah, they did. So I think the Eagles are I think the Eagles find a way to at least win both games because I just don't think the Giants are there yet. But you know what? I feel the Giants are gonna be better than people think, but I don't think the Giants are there yet because their offense, you know, is very. I mean, their offense is very strong still, but their defense is a little bit overrated. So yeah, I just feel like the Eagles just got a better team, they got a better coach, and I just think Hurts is the better quarterback than Danny Dimes. So yeah, that's pretty much why. All right, next game, Week 15, they got to play on the road versus Chicago Bears. Now, this is another interesting game, though, that can definitely go either way, though. But you know what? I mean, we could definitely see the Bears win this game because I think the Bears, you know, because I definitely think the Bears can definitely win this game because I feel like this is a game where Justin Fields can put up a show here, but I just don't think the Bears are going to be good. Like, I mean, Justin Fields, I mean, he has a lot of. I mean, he's good, but he's all right quarterback, and has a lot of hype, and he does have some upside as well. But the whole team is just not good. Like the coaching is bad. I mean, the offensive line is definitely worse. I mean, the defense is very, very sketchy. I mean, it's not as good as it used to be. So yeah. But even though the game's in Chicago, I'm probably gonna vote towards the Eagles to win this game because I just kind of feel like the Eagles are just a more complete team, and also they have the better coach as well. So I feel like Jalen Hurts, he should be able to have a nice game. Especially, he should be able. I feel like the Eagles should be able to move the ball against an overrated defense like the Bears. So yeah, but I feel like this game's gonna be close here. But I think the Eagles find a way to win this game by, I say they at least win by like 5 points. But if they can get up early, then they might blow the Bears out. So yeah. The next game, Week 16, they got to play on the road versus the Dallas Cowboys on a Saturday. I got them splitting right here because I believe the Cowboys, the Cowboys might have a chance to make the playoffs, though. So, yeah, that's pretty much why I think, the Cowboys win this game. So, yeah. And also, they're at home as well, so. Yeah, and also, they play you guys tough, so, yeah, that's pretty much why. The last game, Week 17, they got to play at home versus New Orleans Saints. Obviously, this is another game that can go either way, though. But last time, I think, when these two teams played, I believe, the Eagles beat them. But you know what? I feel like this is a game where we can definitely see the Eagles win because Jalen Hurts has really played well against the Saints for like two seasons. Like, he did it for 2 years. We can see him do it again, though. But you know what? The Saints have a really strong defense. Their weaponry is very strong. Yeah. But you know what? Even though this game's in Philly, I'm probably gonna say the Saints are gonna win this game because I just don't know why. Like, I just kind of feel like that their defense is gonna like find a way to at least stop their running game, create pressure, and get Hurts a tough time. They can give him uncomfortable in the pocket. So I think maybe they can get a 3-man rush in this game, or maybe a 4-man rush. Like, I don't really know. So yeah, so I kind of feel like that Jameis Winston is gonna I think he can find a way to dice up their secondary because he has the weapons to do it. So I just kind of feel like that the Saints offense is gonna find a way to at least have a good game here, and I think they can put the Eagles defense in a bad position as well. So yeah, and they have a strong enough secondary that can really contain their passing game. So yeah. But I feel like this game here is going to be very close, though. But I think the Saints find a way to win this game in a nail biter. Well, all right, guys. My record for the Eagles that I have the Eagles going 11-6. We can see them being as good as maybe 12-5 or maybe 13-4. But I kind of have the Eagles at 11-6 because here's the thing. I just kind of feel like the Eagles are just the most complete team in the NFL. With 4-2 in the division, 7-5 in the conference, 7-2 at home, 4-4 away. That's just pretty good. When you look at this schedule is pretty easy because they have to play almost a lot of bad teams. Like, there's some easy games that can really win this game. Because they have to play the Lions, they play the Vikings, they played the Commanders twice, they played the Cardinals, the Cowboys twice, the Steelers, the Colts, the Titans, the Bears, the Saints. This schedule is probably not as bad as you think. So, yeah. So I think that the Eagles will be back. I think the Eagles will make the playoffs once again this year because last year they made it. They made the playoffs last year. So yeah, and I kind of feel like Jalen Hurts is the answer. I feel like he is the guy to take this team to the next step. So yeah, if Jalen Hurts, if he can be a breakout candidate, then I feel like this team can be very dangerous, though. So yeah, so I really like the moves that the Eagles made this offseason, especially their defense, the offense. Is definitely going to get better. At upgrading the receiving core, their offensive line should be good. Defensively, they should be really good. Especially they did a good job drafting two players. Drafting two good players. So yeah, I kind of feel like the Eagles did draft it well on defense, and I believe they did improve a lot this offseason getting a receiver. Yeah. So I wouldn't put the Eagles as a contender, but I could say the Eagles are just a playoff team. But we could definitely see them miss the playoffs again, but I wouldn't be shocked if they did. But you know what? I kind of had them above the Cowboys because I just kind of feel like that the Eagles had a really good offseason. And I feel like their season is probably going to be better than the Cowboys because I just don't think the Cowboys season is just going to be as good as you think because I just think Dallas is going to take a step back because, they lost, because, their defense is just overrated and, their offense is just a little overrated. So, yeah, I just feel like the Eagles' offense is definitely going to be much better and their defense is going to be a lot better. So, yeah. So, I feel like the Eagles are just the most underrated team in the NFL. So, yeah. So, I feel like the Eagles will find a way to make the playoffs. It depends on how well they do. But I like to say the Eagles' ceiling, I think their ceiling can be like about like 12-5, and then I say their floor can be like about 8-9. So I think the Eagles can go somewhere from like 9 to 11 wins, but I'm going with 11 here because I feel like the Eagles are going to take another step forward this year, like they did last year, because of their improvement. And I feel like Jalen Hurts is a baller though. So yeah, and also their coaching is very good as well. So yeah, so let me know what you think your predictions are for the Eagles. Do you think I'm right? Would you think I'm wrong? I mean, just let me know what you think. It's Emmanuel Jones from The Big Fan. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.